How difficult is it to create basketball content within a hockey city? Makes you sick. He's a content creator, personality. I know him the most for being the lead host on NBA TV Canada's The Hangout. He's a podcaster. Yep, the Toronto Show podcast. Real cool vibes, I'm feeling it. The voice of NBA basketball in Canada. My guy, Akil Augustine. What's up, yo?
Bomb. Mr. Basketball for short.
Well, we can call you that. The Leafs are out.
Oh, man.
That was tough. But from a Raptors standpoint, do you see it's somewhat of a benefit? Because
I think the fair weather fan will now join suit and become a Raptor fan. And that's important because I think if you perform well, you could win over the fair weather fan or the fair weather fan's son, and then that becomes a lifelong relationship that builds. Like, dude, the Toronto Maple Leafs are an institution. They are the Notre Dame.
Yeah.
They
own the city.
People would put money up to make sure this team works.
Yeah.
When the last time they won a cup? 67?
And they still own the city.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we make it into the playoffs, have the best record in the league, and if we don't win the whole thing, they blow up the team. Okay, who's your MVP?
The greatest offensive player ever known, James Harden.
Without a shadow of a
No
doubt.
contest.
I like a little bit of defense, personally.
All right, I didn't mention defense.
A little bit of defense.
I don't recall mentioning
I come
defense.
across a lot of people who love James Harden for his offense.
Press start.
And
Don't
actually,
run away from this woman.
I realized that I would never want someone like you on my pickup team because you're going to be cacking up threes.
No.
You're going to be
I'm
you're going to be
actually
trying
not
to
that guy.
embellish calls.
I'm not.
You're going to be that, and you're not going to be playing any defense. I mean, come on, man.
I'm known as a defender.
Really?
Word in the street. Yeah, my jump
You should be a
shot
Giannis
changed
fan.
sometimes. I love Giannis. I have nothing against Giannis, but like as a basketball fan, with the amount of basketball I've watched, I recognize when something I've never seen before or heard before happens. Man, remember, he averaged 36 points a game. That hasn't been done since Michael Jordan.
The numbers are legit. Even if you go back to that second time, get out of here, man.
Yo, hurry up, man.
Even if you go as far back as
Here's
when.
the thing, too. The MVP award is rigged. Like, you think about basketball, you think about Jordan, you think about Kobe. And then for someone to tell me that Steve Nash has more MVPs than Kobe, I'm like, well, I remember basketball.
Yeah.
I remember watching the entire 2000s. So I don't know.
It's a tough one to
I'm upset
explain.
about that, as you can tell. It's personal.
I hear you're a huge Kobe fan now.
Huge Kobe fan, man.
Favorite player of all time?
No. The greatest player of all time happens to be Trinidadian.
Who?
Come on, man. You don't know the greatest Trinidadian basketball player of all time? Lou Alcindor.
He's
Kareem?
from Trinidad? Whoa.
You didn't know Kareem was Trini?
Whoa.
Oh, you chose the Raptors.
I mean, I use the Raptors every year in
Do you?
2K. I initially said I was going to boycott them because of the DeRozan situation, but
Did that affect you? Like, were you hurt by that? Or do you
you know,
regret it?
ask anybody around me, they're getting tired of hearing me talk about it. I just
Well, you
felt
talked
like
about it a bit on our show.
I did a little bit, but I just felt like it just seemed like everyone turned their back on him. And I really feel like
I mean, not to say he turned his back on him, but like he made the decision. Never. He made the decision, and I think it was the right decision. I'm not sure they believed that staying with DeMar was going to get them another championship.
yeah, most fans didn't feel like that. Ooh. No.
To James Harden. Oh, how am I missing? Oh,
Run the floor, Kawhi. Run the floor, Kawhi. Show your worth. Show your worth.
Oh, my.
Good defense. Let's go.
Okay, I'm getting murdered.
Show
here.
your worth, Kawhi.
this.
Show your worth. Is he staying?
I will give you an honest answer after the NBA Finals. It depends on how close the series is, right? Because like that Golden State team is a legendary team. If it's a sweep or a 4-1,
I'll say this. If we win, he's out.
what?
Yeah, if we win, he's
You
out.
leave a championship team?
I feel like he'd be like, yo, I went there, did my thing. I want to go in LA and be around family. What I got to prove in Toronto now?
There's an argument for that. Wow.
If we went to the finals and it was a battle, say it went 7 or it went 6,
Yeah.
ego-wise, I could see him be like, nah, man, I got to come back and do this again, man. That's the way he'll stay.
The thing is, though, no one can judge Kawhi Leonard. But I think no matter what Kawhi does, I'm going to be surprised. I'm going to wake up the next morning going, he did what?
For real.
He re-signed? He left?
Right.
He's playing hockey? Like, whatever happens, I'm going to be shocked because there's no way to judge what this guy wants to do.
Yeah.
There we go. Bring it. How is that off of me? He blocked the shot.
That's how it goes, Akil. Don't argue with the refs.
How is that a foul?
He's hacking, ref. He's hacking. Let's go.
Ah!
Yeah, this guy's hacking, refs. Like,
oh, you're one of those guys. They just cry to the ref.
whatever calls they make.
Obviously, there's no
I'm
refs
happy.
in track and field because you're way too compassionate for referees.
It's true. I just want to play basketball.
Shut up.
All right. To be honest, a lot of the tie I have with DeMar is because of 2K. Because
Really?
I use the Raptors every year, and I used to make him look like Jordan, like real talk. And a lot of times people don't want to come to Toronto, man. It's cold.
But did you think they were going to win a chip?
With DeMar,
Yeah.
I felt like we really had a strong chance.
What?
Especially this year. I mean,
I didn't think anyone was beating Golden State this year anyways.
you don't think they look vulnerable right now?
They do look vulnerable. I think, and one of the dangers is boredom, right? It's like, I think teams get bored. I remember Shaq and Kobe went for the fourth. And not to say it was boredom, but definitely it's harder to stay interested in reaching the mountaintop when you've already seen the view. Guard up, uh-oh. Guard up, Harden. I thought you said Harden can't play defense.
You can't.
Block.
Get off of it.
Get out.
Oh, no.
Oh, Eddie blocked.
You needed help.
Shot clock. James Harden single-handedly shutting down Kawhi Leonard.
He had some
Nick
help
Nurse
from-
is pleading.
He had some help from Capella. What do you think of Nurse's job this year?
Amazing, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, to think about it, like, I know Dwayne Casey did a lot to set up the foundation of how that team works, but I mean, to execute, like, the plan takes talent, skill, and I think some of the things he knew he had to do were kind of obvious, like Dwayne Casey did not gamble with lineups, and he knew he had to do that early, and despite not having a full, healthy team, he did enough things with the, oh, damn it.
I don't want to interrupt your sentence like that. Sorry, go on.
Shoot, even with the load management stuff, he was able to maximize, I think, this group. Like, they were one win away from tying a franchise record.
Yeah.
So I think he did a good job with all the moving pieces he had. You take out your...
Love the way the officiating is going. I love
You take out
great officiating.
your center at trade deadline, you bring in Marc Gasol.
That was a tough one, too. I didn't like seeing Valanciunas
That
go.
was a tough turnover. I don't do well with talking and playing this game, I learned. And this game's too real.
I
The
don't
ref
get to
has
talk too often, man. I'm just
I need to make a run. Yes, get that rebound and push the pace.
that shot.
Push the pace. Push it.
No. Oh, that's bad.
Push the pace. Push the pace. Let's go. It's a game. It's a game.
Why? Sorry. No, quit. Come on. Don't do that. Yo, man. You found him. Ugh.
That's called ball movement. That's around the horn. It's called ball reversal. It's what your coaches teach you when you're young. You got to reverse the ball, make the defender make a move. You know what I'm saying? It's just basketball camp stuff. Oh, look at this. I didn't know James Harden had locks. Did you know
does
James
it,
Harden had
man.
locks? Clink, clink.
Yo, who's your most improved player?
Pascal Siakam. If you got anyone else, you're crazy. The craziest thing is I can't gauge what Siakam's ceiling is.
I have this argument about this all the time in my fantasy group because some say that he has potential to be another Giannis. Their games are very different, but I mean,
Poor
they're both
man's
athletic.
Giannis would be,
Yeah.
I would believe that. Capella, it's all you. One man back. Get out of here! Yes! What a contest!
The intangibles.
What a contest!
Lowry does the intangibles. Let's
You know what
reward
I'm
him.
saying? Oh, wow.
Let's reward him.
Lowry from
Let's
deep.
reward him. Let's reward him for the intangibles. I love Lowry's game. He doesn't put up the numbers all the time, but he'll get his charges. You know what I'm saying? He'll get his steals. He'll be intimidating on
there he gets
defense.
a steal. Okay.
Run the floor, Pascal. Pascal could run track if he wanted to. Real talk.
Yo, he probably could. He's got
Real
that.
talk. Lock him up. Play Raptor basketball.
Chris Paul with the air ball.
Oh, yeah. Reward Kyle. Reward Kyle. So here's a scenario. We win the whole thing. What goes through your mind?
Pay raise.
For
Everybody involved.
you two over at NBA TV?
Hell yeah, what do you mean? I was thinking about me first. Remember, we haven't had a parade since the Blue Jays, right?
No, man.
I think about the future of the NBA and if the Raptors win a championship knowing the landscape for, oh, God, let's go.
Get him, Kyle. Whack.
You know, and with Drake's presence, like culturally, for the kids coming up, for business opportunities, economically, just like, that would be nuts.
Yeah. What do you think about all that Drake curse stuff?
I don't pay it no mind, man. The players decide the game.
Right.
I never really gave credence to curses because I think like if you say a curse is real, it's real.
Are the Raptors gonna win the whole thing?
The whole thing? I can't see anybody beating up Golden State in a 7-game series. Here's the thing, man. That team's an embarrassment of riches. And I felt like they were already a Hall of Fame team without Kevin Durant. They added him and it made them all the worse. And then it provides adversity. Because remember, these guys were like coasting through everything. So you take a guy away who has a big name, but I don't think they need. It kind of lights a fire, re-engages guys, locks them in. This is going to be the first 4-peat team ever. It's obvious I've lost this game.
It's not obvious. Don't give up, man.
Block this shit.
Make one mid-range. There we go.
Yeah, he's been doing it all year. Oh, that's too much emotion for Kawhi to show.
You know what, though? I seen him showing some emotion in the playoffs. I seen him arguing with refs.
This year was probably the most emotional he's been.
He's torching you right now, by the way.
I stopped playing about 6 minutes ago.
I'm enjoying the conversation.
This was anticlimactic and depressing.
Nah, it was a battle, man. Like, we were...
I think here's the thing I think you're doing. You're inviting people here to get interviewed so you can distract them and kick their ass in video games.
I enjoy the conversation.
I'm more engaged in the answers.
Me too, I'm enjoying the conversation too. This is a great chat. This is a great chat.
I don't think so at all. I'm now understanding the reasoning for this entire series. This guy's racking up PlayStation points at work and calling it work. This is ridiculous.
I'm not allowed, like, morally to say the Raptors aren't going to win.
Morally? He's going down to the morals.
The Raptors...
That's beyond personality.
I believe the Raptors are going to win the whole thing. If they
You believe that?
I feel like they have all the pieces. They're athletic. They can shoot. They have depth, even though the depth was better before. I'm not a fan of how they're going to win with all the moves, but it's Toronto's on the jersey, and, you know, they're going to do it in my eyes.
He still heard about DeRozan.
Blame it on 2K. Akil Augustine, Mr. Basketball. Yo, you make Canada a better place for basketball, man. Damn, my controller. Damn, dude.
I appreciate you, dog. This interview is rigged.
We can play again if you want. I mean,
no. I do not want to play again. I'm hurt.